On other fields, on other days. That's the primary charge for the cadets of Army. But on this field, the seeds planted by the likes of Davis, Blanchard, and Dawkins certainly have produced victory. Welcome to Michie Stadium at West Point, home of the Black Knights of the Hudson. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Boise State Broncos, taking on a team from the AAC, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Broncos will put total leather to crank us up. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Line gets set, first down. Running back goes in motion. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? So, guys, over the last few years, there have been seismic changes to college football. Realignment, name, image, and likeness. But one of the biggest changes, the transfer portal.
Yeah, and now guys that are unhappy or in a situation where they see something that they'd rather be in, now you can leave, and there is no penalty. So a lot of recruiting, Jesse, on other people's teams that go on throughout a season.
Yeah, it's 365, and it's a lot of pressure on coaches to re-recruit their own players as well to try to keep those rosters intact. But the transfer portal completely flips rosters upside down. One team that struggles this year, if they get one key addition, it's a team potentially competing for a national championship next season.
A little screen to the running back. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Sticks it in his belly. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
The fullback. This takes me back to my days growing up, watching the fullback be on the field every single play. You don't see that anymore, but the big fella gets the football. Hey, he looks like he knew what to do with it, too. Nice little pickup, little agility, little speed, but mostly a lot of just girth and strength and just grown man.
The Black Knights are flying down the field. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Quick toss. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Dropping back, it's Daly. Might be looking to run. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
The seventh play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, it looked like that might be the first touchdown of the game, but what a great job by the defender, seeing the football and swatting it away.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Bringing it back, it's Genty. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The offense set for a 1st down play. Looking for a crease. It's Genty. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So you get stuffed on 1st down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on the second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quick strike complete.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, 1st drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
And your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the 1st half.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out with more space.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Fullbacks, a.k.a. blocking backs, a.k.a. don't touch the football very often and usually don't go far down the field. But a nice little chunk run here for the fullback. Give him the ball, reward the big fella.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. And the Black Knights get it past the sticks.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the 1st down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that 1st down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Run it with the fullback. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And that's a nice stop by this defense. Nice job stopping the run, setting up 4th and inches. Listen, this is a no-brainer. If I can't get inches, I don't deserve to win. I'm coming downhill. I'm playing physical. I'm picking my play, whether it's quarterback sneak, fullback dive, whatever it is that we do great, and I'm going to get my inches.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive.
Racing down the left side. Inside the 40. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Broncos!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
The give to the big fullback. At the 45 on his way. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room.
How do you not respect the big fellas? This doesn't take you back in the time machine to the days when a fullback was on the field every single play. Then you're missing out because fullbacks are awesome. They're just low maintenance. They're not divas like wide receivers. They just block most of the time, don't say much. And then you give them the football, and occasionally you get some big plays like this, and they hit somebody so hard they got snot bubbles coming out of their nose.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Offense gets set for second down. On the run, it's Robinson. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Army! He'll try to tack on one more. Splits the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Oh, man, this could have disaster written all over it. Going for it inside their own 40. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Unloads to the right. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They're getting this guy lathered up.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Give to the big fullback. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Those fullbacks are grown men. Those guys are constantly hitting linebackers and blocking the whole entire game. So when you get a chance to give the big boy the ball, it's always, and you know what it is? It's a morale boost for everyone.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Black Knights!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Boise State ready to send out that offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Now the play fake. Buys a little extra time. He fires it out to the right. What a catch and what a throw along the sideline. Just zings it in there. A little Barishnikov for the toe tap. On the run, it's Genty. Powers through the defender. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Direct snap. And the Broncos get enough to move the chains. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Looking to pass. It's Daly. Forced out of the pocket. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the pick six.
And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Little touch pass to the receiver. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the blitz gets to him just like that.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back. Just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it's almost intercepted in the end zone. It's caught, but he's out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a bullet dodged by this offense. Perhaps their punter is injured. Perhaps they don't like to punt. Perhaps they hold an inherent bias against kicking the ball to the other team. Whatever the reason, they'll go for it on fourth and a country mile. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. On the option. He'll toss it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
It's the MO of this offense. They really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Gets behind those pads, picks up 4 on the play, but it's still a 4th down and 3.
Fourth down.
The Black Knights will punt this one away. They'll look to pin them deep. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give to the single back. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Nelson. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Going for it all. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. The give to the back.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
He wants to throw it. Moves away as he feels pressure. Touchdown, Boise State! And that one will give them the lead. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it.
14.
You know, the field's about 53 yards wide. Got to kick it between those 53 yards, or else the drive will start on the 40. Offense set on first down. He leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Back to throw. It's Daly. Using his feet to buy time. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up
Line getting set on 2nd down. Brought down after a pickup of 5 yards down to the 10.
The best offenses are the ones that can run the football in the red zone when the defense knows it's coming. It's hard to throw the ball down in this area of the field. They go with the toss play, and they pick up a big gain.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. The snap sets up to throw. Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Army!
And I think the offense caught the D off guard on that play, throwing it to the fullback. I think this defense was expecting the fullback to kind of ram up in there and try to block somebody, maybe get a fullback dive, but not release out of the backfield like that and catch the ball. This fullback, he's got a lot of tools in his toolbox.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. First down for this offense. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Can't get him to the ground. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Give to the running back. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. First down to start the drive after the break. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Leaves it with the back. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll try the run. At midfield, he's got room. Open runway ahead. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Broncos! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Number 24 with the carry.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Liberty is torching the opposition today, lighting up that scoreboard thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 29 over James Madison. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Just ran him over. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
When you run it up the middle, you got so many big boys on the inside. When you run this toss out wide, it's nice because you get away from all the beef. You get to get on the perimeter, make some of those little guys make some tackles out wide. The running back really appreciates when you give him some tosses.
Wide open downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Use the play fake. Now to throw. On the run, fires downfield. Complete downfield.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
Oh, look out. The ball's free.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. This could be the biggest play of the game so far. 3rd down and 2. They'll go with a direct snap. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Snap it to the back. Discards a man. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down marker.
1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Direct snap. Got the 1st down, looking for more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, those big sticks give everybody juice. When you bring it and you fold somebody up like that on the offensive side of the football, everybody on defense gets excited. That Mike linebacker got in the backfield, got the tackle for a loss with authority.
They'll go with a direct snap. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out and find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for.